Donna, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 1st of January 2021 and Happy New Year from the very cold outskirts of Osaka. In today's vlog, I'm going to show you how it looks like on the 1st of January on the outskirts of Osaka. It is very quiet and it's very cold. So we're going to go around temple today if we can. Because as maybe some of you may have known that Japanese culture on the 1st of January, the culture is they go and see the first sunset and then they go to the temple and do their offering and prayers. So we'll try to see if we can get into one temple and we'll show you how quiet the new year is here. We're not so sure if it is normally like this, but I will take you with me on our first 2021 exploration. I'll show you around. It's very quiet and there's only us in here at the moment on the first day of January 2021. It's very cold though. Look at the storks. It's very quiet here.
It's like a nice neighborhood here.
Yeah. This is our second temple. This is still part of our neighborhood temple. This is quite on top of the mountain, and on a Japanese tradition they visit their temple on the first day of the new year. So I will take you with me. Let's go. HATSUMODE is the term when Japanese visit the temple on the first day of the year. So now we are doing our first ever HATSUMODE here in Osaka in our neighborhood, and we are going to try to get the omikuji, which is the lucky paper strip, and we'll see if what is our luck, and I will let you know. This is called omikuji. This is a prayer paper or a paper lock. Not really sure how to explain it, but you can get it on a temple shrine, and this will tell you your fortune for a year, either a good luck or a bad luck. So if you get a bad luck in here, normally when you go to a temple shrine, right, you can see the sign, like they will tie the strip of paper. So the belief is you are leaving the bad luck in the temple. But if this is a good luck, you're going to take it with you, hoping it will happen. So we'll see what is in here. Now the challenging part is how to read this because it is in kanji. So this Google Translate comes hand in hand, and I will let you know. So my omikuji, I think, generally is a good luck because it says I deal with stress very well, money-wise. The Google Translate says about a pot of gold, and also about the happiness, something like if you want happiness you have to work for it, something like that. So I'm keeping this, and this is my first ever omikuji for the year 2021 in Japan. So this is omikuji. If you remember, like when you go to the Japanese temple, you will see like a hanging wood plaque, the prayer that they hang it on the temples. They will accumulate it in a whole year. On the first day of the year, the Japanese tradition is that they are going to burn all those wooden plaque. They call it ima, the wooden prayer that hangs on the Shinto temple, and also the bad luck paper strip. So if you knew otherwise, the exact Japanese tradition, you can leave a comment below. This video talks about 3 traditions in Japan, but I'm going to give you some traditions that I can remember for Filipino tradition in New Year. So when we were young, normally it says that do not do something that you don't like to do for the rest of the year. So the tradition is that we welcome the new year with a lot of food in our table, because it is believed that if you have that, a lot of food in front of your table, the whole year round you will have a lot of food in your table. So that's the reason why we do celebrate New Year with a feast. When the clock strikes into 12, so we started eating and greeting each other. And number 2 is that you should have a lot of money with you physically, and most of the people, they will actually offer it into the altar, or they put it on a table. And sometimes what they do is they withdraw new money from the bank. And what about Scottish tradition? What is your tradition?
We normally just have hangover.
Well, this is a video, man.
This is tradition. Hogmanay, which is last night, is an important part of Scottish culture, where you go and get drunk.
Okay. And
then on the first, you will spend it with your family having a meal.
Yes. The
KFC.
The difference between a Filipino New Year is that compared to Scottish is we celebrate New Year with a lot of food and a lot of drinking. We cannot drink without eating. But for them, it is a cheat to eat before you drink. So
Eating's cheating.
yes, eating is cheating, and I couldn't deal with that on my first New Year in Scotland. I was like being starved because they started drinking the night until New Year without even eating. And that's the difference, because for Filipino tradition, New Year means you have a lot of food and you have to eat first before you drink. That's at least for our family tradition. I'm not so sure about other Filipino, but this is how we were brought up with. So this video is about bits and pieces of Japanese tradition, since we live here in Japan, and my tradition, since I'm Filipino, and my husband's tradition since he's Scottish, says get drunk on New Year. That's it. Do you want to add in and redeem the Scottish tradition?
No. That is it.
Seriously, man.
Yes, that is it.
Right, you don't have to prepare food. You don't have to put...
On the first, you just go for a meal with the family. So Hogmanay is out. It's been normally with your friends out to the pub.
Keep right at the fork.
And then on the first, you spend it with your family. Like it's almost like a Christmas dinner
In
again.
600 meters, turn right.
And then people have believed that the first person who should set foot into your house after the bells ring is a dark, handsome man.
Means what?
He's a dark, handsome man should be the first person to set foot into your house on the first.
Filipino has a lot of tradition, so I can only say something that I'm used to. But there are more. Like we supposed to spend the New Year with the family in the house, and
In 300 meters,
with
turn left.
normally for Filipino they have a family reunion, like the whole clan will be together on New Year. So that's one of the New Year's tradition. If you have any New Year's tradition, wherever you may be, it would be very interesting to read all of that in the comment below. This is Sena Long Beach. If you remember my first video here, I will link it here. So this is how it looks like on the first day of 2021. It was very, very cold, and we thought the establishment are closed, but basically Starbucks is open. So yes. Here's again to 2021, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you for watching and for following me in my exploration. This vlog is about a bit of New Year traditions. Since we are in Japan, I show you about a few of the Japanese tradition, and I talk about few of my Filipino tradition, and my husband talk about few of his Scottish tradition. And I am ending this vlog by saying that since we got married 4 years ago, and we are in interracial marriage, we are still trying to establish our own New Year's tradition. And since on the first 2 years of our marriage, we live in a country where we experience a different culture, totally different from ours. And now we are also in Japan, which is also totally different from ours. We are just so lucky that we get to spend this amazing experience, because we are picking up good pieces in each of the culture that we've learned, and it teaches us to be so cultured, and basically we learn firsthand on the tradition of different places that we live. And for that, I can't wait to hear your traditions, your culture, or on the place where you live. And for that, cheers! Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to show you my